get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Usually it depends if they're at a
He'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
They'll say, no, you can't tase them. But if you just push an old lady over and stab the guy, and then you run away, usually they'll say that you could tase them because they pose a danger to society or themselves. Usually when people say you can use force when someone's running away.
You have to be able to articulate that. Daniel, you're exactly right. I would not recommend taking people who ran from you because when you hit them, and I'm trying to think of the thing was just the parents of the one of them, and Ben Stiller gets tased.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Do I have to fight this down? How can I go? Yeah, it happens, well. It's not going to happen. You take the 5-second drive. What do you think? Not as easy as the thing is what do you do. So what were these justifications of why I should take that?
Working out of the gun. Love. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. First tackle made by Delano Hill.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a draw play to McCaffrey, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Probably the biggest thing you're going to find out about tape, okay, is we're seeing some officers become taser dependent.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun handoff there for McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Just because you have this option doesn't mean you still don't do anything. A great example. A month before I retired from Louisville, I backed up an offense for somebody over on 62.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Well, former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And so the guy swapped on the ground. I get handcuffs on him, and the young buck goes.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Just going to say,
about 35 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
That last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Vinny Victor's going to find a taser. You know, because there are so many out there. You know, it's great to see. Questions on the operation.
From the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
20 seconds. 5 seconds. Do you know there are civilians?
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
But when you get shot with a civilian taser, it's not 5 seconds, it's 60 seconds. Think about getting this for 60 seconds. You can be wrong hitting one. They're really pretty.
Love to throw for it on 4th.
Really nice. Some actually have it where
and my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the man for UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian at open mic night.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Screen freeze.
Are you serious? Yeah. Now, so the car's down, I got to flip the switch. Can y'all see it now? Okay. So remember, I have to get the one safety.
Love. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That officers do, and you'll see on some of these videos, you'll hear the officer yell, taser, taser. Why would we yell taser, taser before we deploy it?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
100%. Yeah, you want to get worried to the other officer. You want them to know.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
So, brings up we're about to deploy taser. You'll hear him yell, taser, taser. All right? All right, so. Can you all, let's see, give me a good angle. Can you all see it? Everybody see it? All right. You do a countdown. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and then it'll be 4. 3, 2, 1. And you're doing that. That's the electricity going
to throw now. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
What I would have to do, throw that down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And reshoot. All right. Give me a second. I just don't like to leave these things laying around.
This is McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1.
I mean, a ton, all right? I mean, that's just not a few feet. But at the same time, 15 feet is not a far distance. All right, go back on camera and find out. Right?
Love now on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Yes. Back up to my office. Okay. So, what do y'all think about the tape? What do y'all think? Good, bad, ugly, what do you think? Great, cool, wonderful.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Again, people like me are roasters. They're used to putting hands on. I have one opportunity.
Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Rosas' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult play to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. To pass, here's Jordan Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That's an example of excellent
Damn, y'all.
Stuffed them. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
Bitch, Dre.
Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 76 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
So I'm trying to go through over
They
top
take
of
the lead
it.
at 7-6.
Packers 7, Dolphins 6.
And Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, twisting away. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Why do you think that would be justified?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Aldrich Rosas.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
What's his distance? You know, what if they give him or what if he closes? And those are things you got to remember. This can incapacity.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
But it's not possible. If anybody says
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About it's set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
What the fuck was that, man?
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
What was that, man?
Tip, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with an extra point to come.
Oh, that's bullshit, man.
Packers 14. Dolphins 13.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
A little burn or whatever, or is it just a little punch or hold into the needle and contact or whatever? Like what's the kind of wound that it is?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in. Because they were ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done. But to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
And I mean, I leave the range,
2nd and 6.
Nigga!
Action, 1:56 remaining. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
None. And I was right there with him. Never heard any gun go off. None. I can see the muscle.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
And I remember, I can see my foot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Ah!
And that's complete. And he'll be
Fuck, man! Trying to intercept it instead of fucking jogging at the fucking earth, man.
The 1st down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
That's something we like to do. To bring him and say, you bring the very first favorite, all the way
and the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Any final thoughts, concerns, questions, anything? All right, folks, that's all I got for you.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
All right, that's what I got for you, folks.
From the gun, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Christian McCaffrey, incomplete. Kevin King there defensive.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this a 9-point lead. 23. So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned on the other side of the field, kicking themselves. You think they'll be talking about ball security in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
I ain't heard nothing he said what want me to do. I got at least there's somebody saying.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Valdez-Scantling, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll buy some time right. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
First down and much more here for Jones. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 30. A big run there by Jones. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This is Jones. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Miami.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run with McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down and 5.
Get up.
Here's Love. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Love, they go play action now. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy. They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Love. And
Damn it, nigga. He was on you like you was a motherfucker. Like he was the wide receiver. Shit.
It's a play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Hey.
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's up and good. 29. And Captain Zero after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, Love. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. On
third down, Love. And they'll get this gets well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Love now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with after having time to talk it over. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it. And now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drop.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. He's got daylight. And he will get this in.
Damn, man. How y'all miss him, cuz?
Aaron Jones, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Packers get a score closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Makes the score Dolphins 36, Packers 48.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On first down, this is McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And 9 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside in 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Oh, at first down, he'll drop to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Nigga, where you going at?
For a late touchdown. Well, probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and...
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they, Click?
Low mid-60s off to our south. All in all, pretty nice day today, despite the clouds.